Hello, hello, and welcome to Coaching Corner with me, Tracy Forsyth. And this week, I and a lot of other coaches are celebrating International Coaching Week, which is a global celebration of the power and impact of professional coaching. So in honor of that week, I thought I'd answer 5 questions that I get asked over and over and over again about coaching. So number 1, what is coaching? So the International Coaching Federation defines coaching as partnering with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So if you want to grow, if you want to change, if you want to achieve but are stuck, just don't know how to do it, then coaching is a very good option. I always think it's a little bit like you're here and you want to be here, or there's some you don't want to be here. So coaching is about, well, where are you now? Where do you want to be? And how do you close that gap? So my second question is that who is coaching for? Well, it's for anyone who wants that thinking partner to help them maximize their potential. People like Oprah Winfrey, Schmidt of Google, Cristiano Ronaldo, even Jeff Bezos, all of them have worked with a coach. So no matter who we are, we all have goals that we want to reach. We all have challenges we're striving to overcome, and times where we feel really, really stuck or low or down or hopeless. Anyway, so partnering with a coach can change your life. It can. And it certainly did for me. And it can set you on a path to greater personal and professional fulfillment. So number 3, how does it work? How does coaching work? Well, essentially, a coach will work with you to help you deepen your awareness of who you are, what you want, what's holding you back, so that you can move forward with action. The process of coaching often unlocks previously untapped sources of imagination, of productivity, and leadership. It can be a mindset shift. So it's also a completely confidential space just for you to talk about anything you want to with a person who is only invested in you and your growth. I think it was Hugh Jackman who said, a coach just has a different perspective. The best have coaches because a coach can see what you can't see because you're in the forest and they're outside of it. All right, so number 4, how to choose a coach. I'm hoping actually that if any of you are watching this, you're obviously going to choose me. But of course you don't have to. Well, of course you don't. Anyway, in theory, any professionally trained coach could coach anyone. The coach is there to hold the space for you. But in my experience, clients, that's you, tend to like to go for a coach who has some understanding of their world. For example, most of the people I work with are either leaders in the creative industries or senior women leaders across other industries. But in the same way that there are lots of personal trainers who have different styles for physical fitness, for your physical fitness, there are also lots of different coaches who might focus on different things like leadership, confidence, or well-being, and so on. So when choosing a coach, my top tips are to check out their credentials. Are they professionally qualified with the International Coaching Federation? What training have they done? Do they have bona fide testimonials from past clients? Do you like the way they present their information, either on their website or, their social media feed, whatever it is, their LinkedIn page? And most importantly, book a discovery call, sometimes known as a chemistry session. So this is normally about 30 minutes and it's completely free. And it's a session in which you get to talk to the coach and work out whether you're a good fit, whether you like them, whether they like you. It goes both ways. So finally, the other question I'm going to come to is, how much does coaching cost? Well, this completely depends on who the coach is and who you are. If it's corporate coaching, so that's where normally the company that you work for pays, or private coaching where you pay. if it's senior leadership coaching or CEO coaching, or whether it's mid-career coaching, the price differs. So, I know one coach who charges £185,000 per client per year. Another I know charges 10% of the client's salary. So it really, really ranges. Doesn't have to be that expensive. So most coaches will do a coaching package, for example, 6 sessions over a certain amount of time. So you really have to check it out, go shopping. In the same way you can go and get designer clothes, designer jeans that cost like 200 quid, and then some from the thrift shop that cost £2. It differs. So there will be a coach to suit you and your budget, no matter how large or small. And also, I have to say, many trainee coaches, certainly when I was training, need practice clients. And often that can cost a fraction of the usual cost, or be completely free. But the one point I really want to make is to remember that this is an investment in you and the impact it has to your life. So think about it from that point of view. If coaching was successful and your life and career blossomed, would the investment have been worth it? And also, are you worth it? Of course you are. So really, I do encourage you, if anything I've said today resonates, then just check it out. There will be a coach for you. And I love coaching, and I have loved being coached, and I still have a coach, and I still do all kinds of coaching training. So it's a wonderful world, and it really, really, I found it hugely, hugely worthwhile. All right. So happy International Coaching Week to you and to all my fellow coaches out there. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.